Devin Alexander in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening, man?
Claps,
Shoot,
claps,
we
claps, big claps.
back here again. This might be a regular event.
It might turn into a regular situation.
And it went pretty good last time, so I was like, why don't we come back for the year in review and see how that goes? And
as y'all all know, Happy New Year to everybody. We are motherfucking 15 days into the new year, still with the same president, although he about to be up out this motherfucker. And we seen a lot of shit happening over the last motherfucking year up until right now. So what we gonna do is run a recap
2020
real fast of 2020 to let y'all know how we got to this point right here of the shit that went on in 2020.
I mean, for not to brag or anything. Personally, it was a great year for some of us, and that would be me personally. I'm not trying to be.
I fucks with it. I'm not gonna say it was a bad year. On the hand, we had to stay in the house and start performing.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. I'll say that. So there's a lot of personal growth, a lot of leaps and bounds that were made, and there's a lot of realization. You know what I'm saying? So,
35. We got 15 minutes before I get up and check. Yes, back to what you were saying.
It was just a lot of growth, personal growth, a lot of realization of what type of person I am and where things are going. I never really had that type of clarity before.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
So it's kind of nice.
So if you were to run down 2020 in a paragraph, how would you give it to me? How would you give me a 2020 paragraph recap?
Do you mean for me or just for everybody? Just like the whole bit, you know?
Well, in your terms of what your 2020 recap is, because if we was to cover everything in the United States that happened last year, we wouldn't be able to get past this podcast. So
we'd be here for quite some time talking about all that.
For sure.
I mean, first of all, I guess I want to get those like celebrity deaths out the way, man. There's a lot of those, and some of them are really influential and impactful for a lot of folks.
Yes.
You know, Kobe passed away almost a year ago now. That one really stung a lot for everybody. You know, all of us grew up saying Kobe, watching him do his thing.
Every time you made a shot, did you not say Kobe?
Yes. So
I mean, it used to be Jordan.
Yeah.
Some people say LeBron.
Yeah. But everybody said Kobe.
Yeah. Most people I knew said Kobe. Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be Hardaway.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Penny. I used to love Penny Hardaway.
Hardaway. It depends on what part of the motherfucking North he was at.
Right, for sure.
You said Penny or his last name.
Right. Chadwick Boseman passing away was crucial to the movement too. That was a tough one. Wakanda forever on that one. You feel me?
Wakanda forever.
That was a tough one. James Bond, 007, Sean Connery passed. That was.
Shout out to 007.
Yeah, that
wasn't just a video game for all the age people. He was actually a real actor. First James Bond, correct?
Not necessarily the first, but the best, you know.
Well,
so
I don't think what James Bond did we have before him. What was his name?
Actually, he was the first one.
Well,
because Roger Moore played him. Pierce Brosnan played him. Daniel Craig has played him recently. They're talking about making James Bond a woman too. So I mean, things are.
Oh really?
Yeah, I heard those rumors recently. Somebody was saying Idris Elba was going to be James Bond in the next one too. So you know.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He was in an American Gangster. Denzel shot him in the head.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he played in a lot of movies.
Actually. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. So
not on Takers.
Mm-hmm.
Come to talk about.
He was in Thor too.
Yeah.
For all the comic book heads out there, hey, shout out to all the nerds, you know.
Shout out to everybody that listens and watches all of the comic book. Well, I guess you can't listen to a comic book unless it's. Do they got audio?
Yeah, you can. They got audio books on comic books now. Come on, dog.
Do they? I'm just asking because I don't know. I just know they got regular audio books, but I don't know if they got it for comics. So I'm like, I'm about to throw that under the bus real quick and shit. And I'm like, wait, let me find out if we even got those.
Yes, they do. They got audio everything now. You know what I'm saying? So
shouts out to motherfucking Voodoo, although they're not sponsoring us.
Shout out to New Belgium.
New Belgium.
They had prior engagements, but it's all right. They'll be knocking on our door soon enough. So.
We just telling them that the tattoo shop / studio / media company / podcast hosts are really drinking, you guys, hops
all the time.
We working it.
Have been for a long time, my friends.
And back to the regular after James Bond. What do you got?
Shoot, Eddie Van Halen passed away from that band, Van Halen. I know for all the metalheads out there, that's pretty important too. He was
Van
quite
Halen,
influential in his time, so.
I know the name.
Yes.
I gotta put a face with the name. I know the Van Halen name.
So let's find a face real quick.
Yeah. So I'm looking at 8 actors that played James Bond. Barry Nelson
was the second one. Barry Nelson is well known.
1954. So that James Bond film, even if I seen clips of it, I wouldn't have known Barry Nelson. I don't think, because that was so far ago.
Right.
I mean, we 80s babies. Although this is Van Halen.
It's a picture of Eddie Van Halen.
The screamer guy.
Yes.
Yeah. The screaming guitar playing guy. I do know who that is. Now I'm looking up Barry Nelson just to make sure that our 007 don't go in too far. Yes, the black and white version was shot and, well, I wouldn't say shot by, but who starred in the film.
Right.
The very first 007, and we're going to give it up to Sean Connery because that was one of the fallen soldiers.
Mm-hmm. He's also in the Indiana Jones and Last Crusade movie. I love that movie. That's a classic. He played his dad. He's always like, Junior, we called the dog Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I could dig it.
Look what you've done, Junior.
All right. So, as we talk about fallen people for 2020, how many more deaths did you have? Because this is a long subject.
MO3 and...
Shouts out to Mo3. Shouts out to King Von.
Yes. The hip-hop community had a lot of deaths this year, you know.
Hip-hop had so many rappers that died in 2020. It's ridiculous. Almost like, I don't know. I wouldn't say we are rappers, so I would say everybody's a rapper because everybody's in the entertainment business in some kind of way that it's affected them, such as Kobe's death, such as Wakanda Forever's death. Say his name.
Chadwick Boseman, man.
Bam. So I'm gonna cut that one in. Feel me? So on top of Nipsey Hussle, just in case y'all watching this for the first time, y'all just found out that Nipsey's gone. Nipsey started a pandemic of rappers dying.
Yeah, it's been that's cool. Really sad, actually. I love hip hop. I've loved hip hop for a very, very, very long, since the Young MC days. Right. I go that far back. So we used to live in the Heavy D and Young MC and all them cats, and it's just sad that the hip hop industry has so much loss.
It's almost kind of like it's a conspiracy to give people who can die faster money. And although I know that's not what the game is built for, you know, R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, R.I.P. to Rogers, R.I.P. to Blicky. I mean, so many people are gone. Like right now that I know a lot of people know. Like I said, King Von, your MO3, Mo3. It's been a bad year for artists. I didn't even know that John Ecstasy Fletcher from Houdini died.
I didn't know that either, actually.
I didn't even know that.
I did not know that.
Right before Christmas, Atlanta. Didn't even know that. And
MF Doom, that was a big one.
Shouts out to MF Doom, which just happened, so I think that was...
Yeah, that wasn't...
But he still would be considered as a fallen soldier.
He's back in October, but he didn't get reported till like Christmas time.
Yeah, I did see that. So, well, I guess he is definitely there. So everybody on this chart, of course, Nipsey Hussle. There was so many people.
Last 2 years have been rough for hip hop.
Yeah.
It's just been.
But it's really been crucial.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Bushwick Bill in 2019 too. Don't forget that one.
Reported by TMZ in May 2019.
Right.
Bushwick Bill, yes, he was out of here. And it was like, why is all these rappers starting to die? But we didn't look at it. I actually knew this guy, but I can't even say his name. Let's see. Is that your computer?
Yeah, let me turn that down.
Okay. So it was a lot of Fallen Soldiers, badass, crazy. November 18th, day after my birthday last year. Shouts out to badass. You know what I'm saying? And Juice World dying a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was a
big,
big one too.
You know, and it was like it's starting to happen.
Mac Miller passing was a big one too.
Even though these deaths with XX Tentacion and everybody dying, and it started like this big epidemic
like a wave
of rappers getting eliminated from Santana, Fredo, and you know, and I don't want to kind of dwell on it too long, but you know what I'm saying. We lost Craig Mack too a couple years ago, and that's kind of a big thing. So let's go on to another subject. Speaking about rappers,
yeah, you know,
dying.
we gotta get that out the way first, you know, and then if you're an up and coming,
are you finished with your recap of 2020? Because we started off with the dead homies.
Oh, we got that out the way. We poured one out for them real quick.
All right,
you know, it's time to move on.
That's 12:44.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pause. All right, we still recording. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut it back on.
I got a big ass head.
Right.
So what you want to go into next? I'm paused. What you want to go into next? You did all that.
All right,
shit.
that was a song right there from Cadis and Baby Dreads. So we know what to put right there. I got a bunch of tops from this damn voodoo in my pocket. It's voodoo tops in my pocket. Voodoo tops in my pocket. Anyway, we in this motherfucker smoking Backwoods by Swisher. Even though they're never gonna sponsor us.
Don't be hesitant. Don't be too hasty, friend. Things change quickly.
Speaking of R.I.P. to all the rappers, we're going to go into Boosie being shot. Being one of the rappers who was grateful enough to survive a shooting, dealing with the gangster life.
That doesn't always happen, and I'm thankful that he's still around because you know I really enjoy his music and stuff.
Honestly, nobody wants to see nobody die. I mean, people are listening to our music so we can flourish, not for us to pass away inside some fucking or on top of some street shit.
But dead rappers do better promotion. It's just
for the record company, probably.
Yeah, but you know how that is, man. It's
yeah, I would assume. But Boosie being shot and his artist actually died. R.I.P. to Mo3. Boosie went out there to give the eulogy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's what it's called, a eulogy, when somebody speaks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you eulogize them. That is the actual act of doing it. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
So once he did the eulogy, niggas try to get at him. After his homeboy's in the dirt, so he's been shot in the leg after recovering so far up into this moment. Because our podcast is going all the way from last year all up into this point right now, because we ain't got nowhere yet. We ain't even talked about the Capitol.
Oh boy.
But we're gonna get into that. Yeah. Anyway, Boosie did recover, and being the soldier that he is, being the gangster that he is, being the real nigga that he is, he performed in a wheelchair. Probably for the next 10 shows that was actually open in the South, because they've been twerking. Stripper clubs.
You know, Boosie always, he said in that interview he had with Charlamagne, he was still getting it in. He was having strippers come over the house, and
he said
when my time is my time and all that, and you know I feel that.
He was still paying them.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing. You know. Shout out to little Boosie Badass who just so happened to listen to this microphone.
Yeah, for sure. If you ever listen to this, know that we know Memphis' finest Lady Bling, because Lady Bling and Cash and her group went to Boosie's house on a YouTube video because she won all the competitions in Memphis. And then Bob, her and Boosie got a song together. They out there at Boosie's little resident, her and Cash. And, you know, shouts out to Cash, Memphis, shouts out to motherfucking Lady Bling. We out here. The last song you just heard was Cadis and Baby Dread, so look that up on Spotify, look it up on iTunes. You feel me? I got a beat playing in the background when the when the video first came on. I want y'all to look for Devin Alexander. Why don't you tell him what the beat, what the beat program, what the beat page look like?
So I got BeatStars, man. You know, and I be selling beats on there. I got a few thousand plays in not too long, so
Okay.
check me out on there.
Okay.
There's about 30 tracks up there, but the stuff that's up there isn't necessarily the best of what I have. It's just to show you what I can do. If you want great stuff, you should get at me personally. You can hit me on Facebook at Devin Alexander. You can hit me on Instagram at Devin Alexander. You can hit me at TikTok at Devin Alexander 04. I've got a gaming channel with
Work that shit.
all
Dude.
kind of
Tell these
videos.
niggas
Obviously, you can hit us at Devin the Blessin. .buzzsprout.com and download this podcast if you just want to pick up the audio. I work at 92.9 FM, Denver Open Media. I got a link I can share with you for that too. Shout out to the Howell Show. Actually, Austin Howell will be joining us next week as a new co-host. We'll see how that works out for us. So,
And
shout out
who's the
to
co-host?
YF, Google Young Fate. That's my homie over there. Shout out to Shara the Real.
Alright.
Shout out to Judah Priest.
Okay.
Shout out to Corey Rowe, my director friend at 5280 Films. Shout out to everyone out there that is doing their thing. Definitely shout out to Jasmine Sade. Jasmine's shout out to Bruce Wayne's the final boss. He is the
Is that the nigga whole name? Bruce Wayne, the final boss.
He's a professional wrestler. I interviewed him on the podcast
That
actually
like
a couple of months ago.
Name, though.
And he is the Rocky Mountain Pro Charge Champion of the world
That
right now.
That sound like the a wrestler's name. That's pretty good though.
I'm done with all those shout outs, you know what I'm saying? If I missed you, I meant to shout you out, and I didn't mean no disrespect, feel me?
That's all good, you know. As long as you network the people that you're networking with, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to AZ, G-Towns AZ for everybody that don't know. Mad plays on Spotify right now, man. Real West Coast vibe out here for all my motherfucking hood niggas that's out there listening to the West Coast vibe. I'm telling you, check out G-Towns AZ. Type it in on your motherfucking Google. It's not Arizona. It's G-Towns AZ. You're gonna find her. Promise, put GBINK behind it. Ain't nothing happening unless it's happening, Captain. You know what I'm talking about? Shouts out to motherfucking Zero Calvin. You dig? Just dropped him a motherfucking album. On top of making these singles go fire, God is out here hot on these motherfuckers. You dig?
Hope you're feeling better health wise too, my friend.
Yeah, because he has a nervous system problem that just jumped off, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to figure that out because hopefully these doctor drugs is going to make that a little bit better. You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, we're going to shoot on to some motherfucking rap shit, man. After all of the bad shit, people being shot at, people dying, you know what I'm saying? Let's make it to another vibe, even though it's a little bitter. I'd rather talk about her situation than talk about my own. Camera zooms in. Tight on the face around here. Right here. Okay, cool.
I'm ready for my close up, Mr. DeVille.
Man, don't play with it. So, Iggy Azalea. Miss Australian Big Booty Queen of the White Abominable Antarctic people.
Yes.
Did I put that in a technical way of saying that it was a white girl with a fat ass?
Indeed, you did.
Okay, cool.
You have to be careful sometimes, though, because all these people get offended. You never know who offends, but hey, you know what? We don't care if we offend, though. So.
White girl with a fat ass. Go ahead and put your mic as close as you can to your face. And then let me see what that mic. Yeah, you good right there. So get about that close. Say something now.
Hello. How are you doing this evening?
You hear how clear my mic is? Let me back up and then you say something.
Hello.
So I probably want to be about right here. And then you probably want to be close as possible because it seemed like my mic's a little louder.
And it seems like this one's starting to fade out a little bit.
But being that you talking at the top, it's giving you a better vibe than talking into the
side. Yes.
Okay,
So.
well, get close as you can because you got a popper stopper up there.
Very well.
All right.
Outstanding.
Anyway, Iggy had a baby with Playboy Cardi if nobody knew that?
I certainly did not know that.
You didn't? Or
No, I did not.
Okay.
I am not privy to that kind of information.
First of all, after T.I. let her go, I didn't know she had a baby with nobody. They kept that on the wraps a little bit too good. Like, I ain't see that TMZ big booty white girl walking her baby. Big booty white girl pregnant.
I didn't see none of that stuff.
Okay, so Mr. Playboy Cardi is out here playing the video game. So I hear off of my resources from the tube. Do I gotta go off of research? No. Let me go a little bit further. From my resources from her own Instagram. See, I ain't just like the other vloggers. I gotta see what the IG looking like.
Mm-hmm.
She goes live for so motherfucking long, talking about this nigga over here playing the video game with Lil Uzi Vert while she having a baby in the hospital.
But you know, people are rich, and when they're rich, they can do whatever they want, and they can hide things, and it's easy to pay people to shut up.
As a father, would you miss your baby's birth playing a video game out of town because you're with known artists other than you? Or
no.
Would you not?
I would say ahead of time that there's going to possibly be some time that I'm not going to be available.
Shouts out to all the niggas that was at the hospital when they had the baby. Shouts out to everybody that wasn't at the hospital when they had the baby, who wish they could have been there, because all the situations that come when you're not there is a reason.
Sometimes life happens, and I get that.
I mean, if Kanye West called me while I was having a baby, I can give a damn. My nigga, I'm about to go to the hospital.
But some people feel that other things are more important, and that is very sad. Those are the times that we live in, unfortunately.
Well, his name is Playboy.
Which, in some circles, could be
that he meant to do that, or he already knew he was going to do that.
It could be AKA fuckboy, depending on the situation. But I'm not trying to beef with you, sir. I'm just saying.
Shouts out to all the motherfucking Australian bitches with big booties and talk like her.
Big booty hoes, up with it.
No. Now put Australians in it. Big booty Australians. Talk with it.
Have you seen the video of the Australian girl that serves a beer with the glass between her booty cheeks on Instagram?
Yes and no, because I've seen so many booty cheeks being held up. I mean, holding up a lot of different items. So I don't think that video would impress me as much as what I've seen in real person.
I understand that.
But
she's Australian. That's the only reason why I mentioned it. So,
but their accents, was she talking while she was doing it?
Indeed she was.
Okay, well that's great.
I actually used to work at a lot of call centers and stuff, and I was always told I had a voice for radio, and it's kind of ironic that I work at radio and podcasts and stuff now.
I gotta check the camera.
But I got hit on by a British chick one time, and
pause on the British.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Still going, no problem.
So then we'll come back.
All right, that's still going for sure. I'm gonna stop down.
All right.
Just, damn, I should have turned your mic up and mine down.
It's all good.
Talk a little louder.
So, like, I used to work at this call center back in the day. Well, I did call center for about 5 years. So it's kind of ironic that I work, on a radio station now, and that I do podcasts now, because I've always told that I had a voice for like radio and stuff like that. So it's kind of wild. But speaking of British chicks, like working in one of the call centers that I worked at, I got hit on by a British chick during Christmas time years ago, and it was quite an interesting experience. Not get off topic, but young lady, if you can hear me, you can still holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So that accent she had was so killer, and I just, goodness.
That's what it be though. That is exactly what it be. I'm not even no cap. It's the accent. It's the accent that make them are better looking than me. And she had an ass too though. You ain't gonna go take care of Playboy Cardi's baby to fuck with Iggy?
I would have been holding hands and wiping foreheads and
Man, what kissing babies or whatnot.
Cutting umbilical cords and
all that.
The entire experience. We would have.
Oh, he don't want to be there? I got you.
Right. Just call you boy.
As my baby mama called me, told myself,
it was Iggy Azalea, man.
It was Iggy.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Azalea.
Hello.
Australia.
Hello.
Iggy Azalea, Australia. I was the first one to say that. Iggy, come holler at me. Like, Cardi nigga don't know what to do. Look, I'm hating now, right? Did I just hate that fast? I probably just hated on that nigga that fast. We ain't supposed to hate on nigga to get no.
I guess it is 2021. It can be
it's
taken.
Some new shit. It be some new shit happening.
It could be taken as hate, because everybody's sensitive. Everybody gets offended by everything. You know, you can't really.
Bro, you gonna make me skip all the way to the end of my motherfucking shit. Talk about these niggas. Man, I ain't gonna skip like that, but
no, we won't. We'll get back to that shortly. You know what I'm saying? So.
You gonna have me go all the way down, man. You gonna have me finish the motherfucking podcast.
It's a little bit too early.
We want
a little bit of premature ejaculation on that. I apologize.
Sorry about that. My 14
no one likes that.
minutes of video fame should be hate. I should just come on like hate. If you got hate in your blood, let it out.
Condoleezza Rice sound like a Mexican dish. We need to feed her to the Mexicans.
I hate my guns because they black.
Man, what? They showed a picture of Clayton Bigsby in D.C., which we're gonna get to that soon.
He was out there. If you niggas only seen the footage of the motherfucking news showed you, it was some wild ass nigga out there, bro. No cap, nigga. I'm like, what the nigga doing out there?
You see the picture of the black guy in the middle of all that chaos, right in the office of the House of Representatives and shit? And we were like,
I don't know, because I only seen a girl in the backwoods shirt that got beat up and harassed by the Proud family. Oh, Proud family was black though, huh? Damn, I get it now. Maybe it was like a metaphor of the Proud Boys, and then when the Proud family came out, it was like a black couple to the Huxtables. Have you ever seen the Proud family?
Yes, I have actually. Yes.
I didn't watch it enough to know what was really happening. I just figured it was just like a wholesome Bebe Kids family.
Wholesome Bebe Kids. I loved that movie.
Man.
Anywho.
I was out of Bebe Kids director. Robin, motherfucking Chris Cross. Not God damn it.
Speaking of robbed.
Cut that. Speaking of what, robbed or robbing rappers?
Robbing rappers. And drug dealers too. I got friends that
Because a lot of stuff really that's been going on, they're not really robbing the rappers. I mean, we had a couple of chain snatching, of course. I don't want to skip the motherfucking Sauce Walker's little situation just too soon, because the first motherfucking robber we got to talk about is Sway Lee.
Yes.
Sway Lee, I wouldn't say robbery, because I'm pretty sure the first 2 minutes that people share this, they're going to be like, oh, you got robbed, nigga. Oh, nigga, these niggas talking bad, bruh. Well, he left his book bag somewhere, and the nigga hopped on the motherfucking Instagram like he fucking took a shit.
Pretty
took
much.
His laptop.
Mm-hmm.
He had his fucking hard drive. He even had some money from him. He had the Rollie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else to say. I believe he showed the Rollie. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pull this video up, and I'm going to show that right quick, of the Instagram. We're going to pull it from somebody else's YouTube right quick that shows y'all what's actually happening. I'm not going to play the sound on my end, but we know this is what we would be watching right now. I don't even know if we can hear this. No, we really can't hear it anyway.
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy because it's for future references anyway. So that way we don't take somebody else's words out their motherfucking mouth. All I know is that I've seen it on a bunch of sources. A lot of shit's been going on since the new year has popped off. And him having his shit, and he was like, my nigga, I give you about 20K. And, you know, just like a chain snatching from a robber, they want more than 20K.
Well, of course they want more than 20K, so they know you can get it.
And they 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, why not?
But he had a mask on, so
why not?
I don't know if he wants to be 15 minutes of fame, although if you found it, you didn't rob him.
Yeah, if he just picked it up because he left it behind because he was blowed, I mean that's kind of low, but
Is the point that you go into 90 studios in one day trying to record? Where's your people at? Where's your book bag getters?
where's your security?
It ain't even necessarily security to go in somebody else's studio. I'm
Not
just saying, where
necessarily.
if you roll it, you roll by yourself to a nigga studio that you can not leave your book bag at. You feel what I'm coming from on that? You can't leave your book bag at my house, nigga. Even though it's 50 niggas here before you come back. Oh, I don't know who had that.
I wouldn't.
It's just an
I
automatic.
wouldn't feel uncomfortable leaving my stuff here.
It just show you
Like if I forgot my Xbox
whatever
in the
studio
backpack,
he was
I
in.
wouldn't feel uncomfortable.
He took the wrong motherfucking $8,000 that day.
Right. As soon as I knew I left it here, I'd message you like, bro, I left my Xbox. Word, it'll be safe till you get back. Word, that's
Why
the end
is
of
it a
but-
safe till I get back? Am I on the plane before I notice my motherfucking bag ain't there?
No.
With my damn hard drive in it?
Well, you know, some of these fools be partying hardy, man. You know how it is, dog.
I don't know about that kind of
I know people that party hard and forget their entire life. Leave their ID somewhere, lost their wallet, all kinds of stuff. I've seen it in action with my own eyes.
Know somebody.
Fools have gotten so tore up. I lost my ID and my purse and my wallet and all my money. Dude, that was like, when did you lose? I don't know. Really? Right now?
Anyway,
are you serious? Anyway.
Shouts out to everybody that just subscribed on this channel in the last
If you
month.
like what you hear,
Shouts out to
smash the like, subscribe, all
click,
that
click,
good stuff.
Click,
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh, wait, no. Corner, shoot. And there you go. And that's that like button on our channel right there. So it's from now on. And honestly, Alexander, you might be a real host out here, bro. Because you've been on a lot of shows. So let's talk a little bit about your shows before we go into who the Feds snatched. Because just more fucking rappers being in shit, okay? So instead of us talking about that, let's get a couple of minutes to talk about some success stories. And your success stories, I want you to go ahead and tell them radio stations again, and them connects that you've made, and those charts you plan to top.
So kind of started to dabble with the radio at Jammin' 98 in Boulder. Shout out Jammin' 98, gave me my start. Definitely appreciate it.
Shout out.
Never forget that. But not long after being at Jammin' 98, I kind of got a call from 92.9 FM to come over and help co-host the house show, which I work there every Friday from 5 to 7. If you're in the Denver area, you can tune into 92.9 FM, Denver Open Media. We play nothing but independent music, comedic skits, and slam poetry from local artists all around town.
Wait, you gotta pause because y'all taking a lot of entries is what it sounds like.
Yes.
Where can they send their stuff?
You can send your stuff to the How Radio Show at gmail.com. Shout out to Austin Howe, that's my homie. He just recorded a song on one of the beats that I got, which will be coming around here real soon. So we'll see that here sooner than later. This will be the second beat that I've made that I've had turned into a song in the last.
Is he also a Denver resident?
Yes, he is. He's actually got a single coming out, or if it hasn't come out already, and I do apologize if I think it came out on the 9th. With Al B's for She's.
Okay.
So they got a new single coming out.
I have heard of him. I have seen him in the streets.
That should be pretty good. Austin's appearing on this song with Dr. DB Kush. Shout out to you. What's up, man? Just interviewed you last week. It was a pleasure to meet you, my friend. We'll be working together here real soon. Things have just opened up. I didn't expect them when I started making music last March that things would take off the way they have. The future looks really bright. I was also an extra in a movie called Say Something Funny. That'll be coming out here real soon.
Let me ask you a question. Was it funny?
Yes, it was actually about stand-up comedians.
Okay.
So there was some
stand-up comedians.
It's an independent film.
Okay.
But it'll be coming out here real soon. When I get the news, you'll get the news. So I'll let you know. I'm
ready to see that. Shouts out to everybody that was in that movie right there, because we are anxious to see it because this guy's in it. I'm with it. And right there, I'm going to pause because I don't know how long I've been going, but my sound is still going. So you can go ahead and hit me with a little commercial while I go restart this, and I'll have it on sound.
For sure. I want to play a little beat real quick, cuz.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we're still recording. Let me start this over one time. Bunch of fucking tops in my pocket. Every time I move,
Mm-hmm.
every time I move with the tops in my pocket, it's making some crazy. I got so many of them.
My playlist.
I'm getting stupid. Alright. My lighter's out of my pocket. Alright. Still loud. It's just
It just beat.
yeah.
It just beat.
Because if my speakers was way up there, I wouldn't be able to hear no bass. But this nigga got the JBL. Nah, keep it on camera though, cause the lights is. So next time while we recording, if you turn it down.